I've always been fascinated by 24-hour stores because what happens, for instance, in between the hours of midnight and say 5 a.m.? Who is there? Why are they there? What type of food are they serving? What type of service do you get? Well, all these questions are going to be answered because today I found 6 different stores that are open 24 hours. And I will of course be visiting them after the midnight hours to see whether or not the negative reviews associated with them are fair and legit. So with that being said, we obviously have a lot to get to, so grab your popcorn and let's do this. I'm a little scared. So the very first 24-hour establishment we will be visiting is none other than the most popular fast food restaurant in the world, McDonald's. Now, I think that most McDonald's are 24 hours, but I found one in particular that had a negative review regarding the late night experience. So this is it. Tried to go late night, and of course, the ice cream machine was broken. My fries were stale too, not a good drive-through. So it seems as if this person went through the drive-through, they had stale fries, and then they also could not get their ice cream cone. Now, I'm not gonna lie, I'm not the biggest McDonald's fan. It's not my go-to fast food, so I don't have a ton of experience late night at McDonald's, but I will be going through the drive-through and of course ordering an ice cream cone to see if they even have it, and then fries to see if they're stale.
Okay, doesn't seem like anybody's here. I think they probably have like less than 2 people working at this time.
Take your order.
Hey, how are you? Can I please have a 10-piece chicken nugget meal? And then can I have a vanilla ice cream cone? That's it. All right, so they actually had everything after midnight, which is kind of surprising because most of the time you go to McDonald's and they definitely don't have the vanilla ice cream cone. So given the time and the fact that they have it and they were super responsive, very good. Although it was kind of expensive, 13 bucks for that meal. I feel like that's not really worth. Hey, how are you? Thank you. You too. Now let's see how long it takes, because I feel like at midnight when there's so few workers, it's gonna take a long time for the workers to deliver me my fresh meal. I'd actually be a little bit sussed out if it came out too quickly. So I want fresh fries, I expect fresh chicken McNuggets, and honestly, a fresh vanilla cone too. So I've seen about 2 people in there so far, which is more than I expected. I thought it was gonna be a solo shift at this time. It looks good, they're preparing my meal. I don't see anybody else online in the drive-thru either. Oh, thank you. Thanks so much. Have a good night. Or should I say, have a good morning? Okay, so the goods have been acquired. $13, I have everything. Let me situate myself. So ice cream, of course, hits better during the day. I've never been one to really get an ice cream cone at night. I do like ice cream at night, but not a cone. A cone feels very like daytimey, but it looks great. So far, the quality of the ice cream machine, I didn't even think it was gonna work, but it actually ended up looking pretty nice. She gave me a pretty nice amount as well. So I think they're actually more generous at night. Let's give it a lick. Yeah, it's good. I think McDonald's has great ice cream. I wish they had it more. They usually don't have it. Oh, I see people going in. There's actually some humans here. All right, now it's time for the food. So are the fries fresh, hot, and crispy? Oh, they are. This is a beautiful fry right here. Looks like it was just made in the griller. So they did not compromise on quality this late. This is a nice batch of fries, really beautifully salted as well. But we're not here for the fashion, so let's give it a taste and see if they're any good, because we still could have gotten the leftovers. Maybe they've just been under that light for a bit. Midnight McDonald's, great start. Now the main attraction, the nuggets. See what they look like. Oh, they are beautiful. A golden brown crisp. The midnight crew at McDonald's drive-thru. Who would have thought? Okay, let's give it a taste. That's as good as it gets. Not gonna lie, I'm not exaggerating. Top 5 McDonald's experience all time. Drive-through, 24-hour drive-through McDonald's. Past midnight, top 5 all time. This crew, insane. I think there's only 2 people doing it, but fresh food, really good quality. It looks like painted. These look like painted nuggets.
So to my genuine surprise, that McDonald's was awesome. It was some of the best McDonald's food I've ever had. It was clearly fresh right out of the fryer, salted super nicely, and the ice cream machine actually worked. So I'm not sure what that person was saying with the negative review. Maybe they just had a really bad night, but I must have gone on their best night ever, because that was actually a really positive McDonald's experience. And it was after midnight. Who would have guessed? But we're just getting started. The next 24-hour establishment I will be visiting is a gas station, in particular an Exxon. And at this Exxon, there is a Mart attached to it that is 24 hours, and there are some negative reviews online. So literally no attendance at the pump at 1 a.m. 24 hours, my also went into the market and was very underwhelming. Okay, so obviously a lot to unpack here. Now, one New Jersey specific thing is that we are not allowed to pump our own gas. And so there's always a gas attendant who does it for you. So they're basically claiming nobody was there to pump their gas. And since we literally aren't allowed to pump gas into our own cars, they're probably waiting there for a very long time. They also go on to say that the market was underwhelming, which to me is pretty subjective. I mean, I don't know if your expectations are too high and they're not met. Does that mean it's underwhelming? But I'm gonna go in just expecting a gas station Mart. And if they have like combos and like a couple of chips, I'm gonna be happy. Let's see.
All right, 24-hour gas station. There's a Dunkin' Donuts inside this gas station. I doubt this is open. Oh, they have donuts. Okay, I wanna try a donut at 12:30. Okay, it's been like 2 minutes and nobody has come, so I'm not sure it's open. I'm just gonna wait here a little bit longer. Hopefully somebody sees me and we can get some Dunkin'. I would love a stale donut right now. Hey, what's going on? Can I please have a strawberry frosted donut? All right, so we ordered. I got an iced tea. It's kind of late, but whatever. I'm gonna be out filming anyways. Thank you. Ooh, 2 donuts. We got a little bonus donut for being here so late. That's nice, because I guess we're gonna throw them out, so it's nice that we got 2. Thank you for the 2. Very nice. All right, here we go. For being end of the day, not bad. I expected that to be much worse, given that it's like 1 a.m. Let me try the non-sprinkle one. Not a big sprinkle guy. Thank you. Got my breakfast. Some people get up at this time. Like there's people who wake up for night shifts and stuff at like 10 o'clock, and this is probably where they get their morning coffee. Dunkin' gas stations. I didn't know Netflix made popcorn. Wow. Gas station snacks are always a surprise. Like, since when did they make hot honey Pringles? And Hot Ones Pringles? They have YouTuber merch in gas stations? That's crazy. This place also has rare Prime bottles. There's like 20 different Primes. Let me see if they have Feastables too. I doubt it. Oh, they do. What? They have 3 different YouTuber merch in here. They have Feastables, Prime, and Hot Ones. I'm gonna purchase one of everything to support my YouTuber businesses.
So once again, it looks like this review is unfair and not true, because when I went to the Exxon, they certainly had 1 gas attendant there, despite there being no cars getting their gas pumped. And then when it comes to the Mart, that thing was everything but underwhelming. I mean, they literally had a Dunkin' Donuts inside, and they had YouTuber products there too, like the Hot Ones Pringles and a Feastables peanut butter bar. The only negative review I would personally leave would be against the owner, because he was kind of nasty to us, despite the fact we're the only people in there, and I ended up purchasing like $20 worth of things. So the owner was not super great, but overall, I really did enjoy the Gas Mart. Next up, we will be heading to the International House of Pancakes, otherwise known as IHOP, because they are a 24-hour pancake house. I can't remember the last time I've been to IHOP, but I did find a negative review at this 24-hour one that says, "How does this place still exist? The night crew was horrible. Have had better pancakes in school," which is kind of nasty to say because school pancakes were disgusting. And they also said the night crew was horrible, so I'm gonna go to this IHOP and I'm gonna figure out whether or not this is true. Wish me luck.
So I'm not kidding, there's literally nobody here. And it's not that late. It's around 1 a.m. and not a single car in the lot, maybe outside of the chef that's gonna be cooking up our pancakes. So nobody in here. The music's playing though, and I think it's gonna be a good time. I wonder if we'll get a seat. It's a joke. We're gonna get a seat. All right, so this is the lobby. I guess this is where you wait when it's busy. Of course, nobody is in here. There's even nobody there to even bring us to our table. So I'm not positive somebody's working, but there is music playing. It's very loud. But let's go inside and let's eat some pancakes. There is literally nobody in here. Not a soul. There are 2 total workers. There's a chef and then there's our waitress. Nobody else in here. No joke. And like I said, it's not that late. I'd expect, you know, you're having like a rough night out, you wanna get some pancakes, you'd come here. I guess nobody's out because literally 0 people in here. With that being said, I will be getting some pancakes and I will be assessing them to see whether or not they are better at midnight. So I think the thing to get here is just like chocolate chip pancakes, which would be my favorite pancakes. Although I'm not a huge pancake guy. I feel like I prefer waffles. With that being said, somebody's coming in now actually. Never mind, it was just DoorDash workers that were picking up orders. So still nobody in here. My IHOP meal has finally arrived. I got myself a black coffee and a stack of buttermilk chocolate chip pancakes in front of me. So I am very excited to dive into this. It is about 1:30 a.m. right now. Again, not a soul is in here. It feels like private service. We have a really cool waitress. She's awesome. I'm excited to try this though. It should be good. It actually looks better after midnight because they actually put more care into it. Really great first experience. I don't even drink coffee, but it just feels like the vibe to do at this point. Maybe they think I'm like a night shift worker. Hit the spot. So they have 4 different types of syrup you can choose from, I was informed. So this is old fashioned, which I think is the classic maple syrup. So I'm gonna pour this on it. Wow, looks straight out of a breakfast ad. Now, I've never seen whipped cream on pancakes, but I'm excited to try it out with it. Now, they say that food tastes better after midnight because your inhibitions are lowered. Let's see if that's actually true. Those are some good midnight pancakes. Wow, got like transported back to when I was like 8 years old. Okay, I'm stuffed now. I don't think I've ever eaten this much food at 2 a.m., but those pancakes were very good. I give them like an 8.5 out of 10.
Let me tell you, IHOP at night is a great experience. Our waitress was awesome. The chef who made the pancakes really ended up cooking because those pancakes were amazing. I actually may go back to IHOP because of how good that midnight experience was at IHOP. I think I went at like 2 a.m., but overall it was really solid. So I can't echo the same sentiments from that review. I had a really great experience there. And better pancakes in school is crazy because those were probably top 10 pancakes I had all time, but maybe I was just hungry and it was late at night. But moving on. The next 24-hour establishment we will be going into to test whether or not it is good in the late hours is none other than Planet Fitness, a gym. Now, I don't know what psychopath is working out at 2, 3, 4 a.m., but I guess I'm one of them. And this Planet Fitness has a very general review that I think is actually kind of crazy. Do not go to this place at night. Horrible experience. So they didn't give any sort of details. They just said do not go to this place at night. I don't know if that means like 7 p.m. because it's crowded. I'm gonna take it as like after hours, do not go at 2 a.m. a.m. because I like reading it like that. And they said it's a horrible experience, so let's see.
From the looks of it, nobody's here. It's usually nice to have a nice empty gym too. All right, so as expected, not a lot of people in this Planet Fitness. There are like a couple of guys over there, but for the most part, I mean, this is one area you could see nobody in here. So you don't have to fight for machines. You could just get your workout in. It actually shows the scale of Planet Fitness because there are so many unoccupied treadmills that usually when it's filled up, you don't realize that there's that many treadmills, but there are a lot of treadmills at Planet Fitness. Another section with nobody here. Usually you're always like fighting for something, but at Planet Fitness at 3 a.m., you could just come in here, bang out some pull-ups. So you can get in like a full workout without having to worry about anybody in your gym. If I worked out exclusively at 3 a.m., I would probably be like a gym influencer because it's actually kind of pleasant to be in here when there's nobody else in here. Although, like I said, there's definitely like maybe 3 or 4 people in here. A little bit too much for my liking. I wish it was a complete empty private gym, but you know, it'll work. Kind of weird just not having anybody around you in such a big like warehouse. So there's only one employee and it's the guy at the front. And outside of him, there's just 4 other people in here, so you're free to go on whatever machine you want with no wait. I'm gonna hit the treadmills after this because it's probably a really crazy scene just being on like a sea of treadmills with nobody there. Am I breaking it? Oh, my phone dropped. And it doesn't matter because there's nobody here who could save me even if the machine broke. I guess that's a downside of being in a gym with nobody here. If you're like bench pressing or something and it falls on your chest, you can't really call for help from anybody. So that is a consideration that I just thought of. So I'm on the treadmill now, working off all of my sins of the day, and it's nice. Will I be coming back at 3:30 a.m.? No. Is it nice? Yes. One cool thing about Planet Fitness is they have a lot of interesting machines, and in this case, like workouts. So you have somebody on screen doing T-plank rotations that I guess there's 6 different exercises you could follow along to. So do you just like stand here and do this? The most important step is the next step, not the last step. Reclaim your fitness one day at a time. Okay. I'm going to join in on this, do a quick set, and nobody's here to watch me, which is kind of pleasant. That guy kind of looks like me. Wait, what happened? Oh my gosh, 40 seconds of high knees? That guy's really getting into it too. Does Planet Fitness really expect during peak hours to have like 10 people in here just doing like a fitness class? I mean, it makes sense if I'm like the only person in the gym, but what do they think is going to be happening here? All right, they congratulate you. Planet Fitness makes you feel good about even the most insignificant things you do. Also pretty cheap. I wasn't actually a member. I just bought a membership for this segment right here, and it was like 15 bucks a month, which in this economy is pretty solid.
Now, I will say there was way too many people at this Planet Fitness, despite it being like 3 a.m. I thought I'd literally be the only person there, but there was like 6 other people. I also didn't expect a worker to be there. I thought I just had to like buzz in at the door. But it was kind of weird having a worker there late at night. But I mean, he was super chill and normal. He was also the only worker there. But would I say a horrible experience? No, I mean, it was actually pretty fun. Like I said, you can go to any machine you want. Don't have to wait. So gym at night is a vibe. But of course, sleep is more important than the gym. So if you're going to the gym at 3 a.m., I hope everything's okay with you. Moving on to one of my favorite fast food restaurants, and that is Taco Bell. So Taco Bell after midnight, I've admittedly had way too much, but I found a 24-hour one with a very negative review on one of the drive-thrus at night. World's slowest drive-thru. Must have been one person working there because it took 20 minutes at night to get my food. So the claim here is that this 24-hour Taco Bell through the drive-thru specifically takes 20 minutes to get their food. Now, if you're a business and you're open 24 hours, you obviously have reduced staff at night. So I could kind of see this being true, but I'm of course going to test this out.
Let's see if they're even accepting it. I've also seen Taco Bell shut down like 20 minutes before closing. This is 24 hours, so there should be some positivity here. Can I please have the Cantina chicken crispy taco? And then I'll do the quesadilla of that as well. So the items are gonna be retrieved now. Nobody is here. They're probably waiting all night for this single order. So let's do it. Let's collect our Taco Bell and see the state of it. I'm really not optimistic though, because Taco Bell after midnight, I haven't had good experiences. Thank you. Appreciate it. We now got the goods. So I'm gonna pull in. Oh, this is hot. This thing was just made. This thing is like a hazard. That's how hot this thing is. Ooh. So this is the Cantina chicken taco, which is basically like a quesadilla taco, I believe. I've gotten this once before and it is a great eat. So I'm excited to take a bite of this. So greasy and so late right now. This is a 2:45 a.m. taco. This was worth the wait. That was worth an 8-minute wait for the night shift to do this because this is a really good taco. Oh, this is so hot. Can't even pick it up, it's so hot. I've never had a Taco Bell item this hot. They really made this fresh. Okay, here we go. Taco Bell after dark. It's very good. So whatever chefs just served me that Taco Bell, I salute to you. Fire.
Now, the initial review claimed that it's the world's slowest drive-through late at night. And honestly, I tend to agree with that. I ended up waiting like 8 minutes, which is kind of crazy. So they ended up having 2 workers there, so I guess it kind of makes sense. But I will say the food was absolutely fire. They made that thing super fresh, so I would wait 8 minutes instead of 2 if it means having a really good taco and quesadilla. So 20 minutes is definitely a stretch, so the review is wrong in that regard, but you are gonna end up waiting a while if you go to this Taco Bell in their drive-thru. What are you gonna do? It's late night though. And last up, we have a digital store, so not a physical one, and this one is in the form of Club Penguin stores, because on the Club Penguin server, I found a review that says, not a game for kids, feels like this server gets too raunchy after hours. So my goal is to go inside of the game, go into a couple of stores, and see whether or not what they're saying is true. I can't remember the last time I was on this site, but gets too raunchy after hours definitely has me interested. Not like that. Here I am now logged in. Okay, right off the bat, after midnight, the entire theme of the town changes, which is kind of crazy. So if we look at what the before and after looks like, it is pretty gnarly right now. It looks like a good time. They got music going. Looks like they have a music jam festival. But the store in question is the coffee shop, which actually looks like they're having a live event. And they have a whole band. It looks like they have somebody playing everything. Guitar, bass, what is that, the trombone? You can even give applause and stuff. Very nice. Play beans. I can even still play games at night. Is that so? Would you like to play bean counters? Oh my gosh, you could. Oh, this is one of the worst games. All you do is just offload beans. I always find it funny, like playing video games, because you're basically just working for free. You actually have to pay in many cases for the video game, but I mean, that's a bad take. But effectively what you're doing, like if you role play in GTA, you're basically just working, right? All right, anyways, let's see what's upstairs. So I already love the vibe. I don't love though that it looks like everybody left him here. Oh, this guy's really close to me. We have like the same exact number. I am just +1. Hey, we're basically the same number. You want to be friends? Even though I'm sure I shouldn't be friends with people who go in Club Penguin at 3:30 a.m. All right, please answer me. I don't want to look like a weirdo here. Okay, I look like a weirdo here. I'm gonna go upstairs. Hey, okay, cool. We're playing in Moncala. Wow, there's even a new area of the map called Lakeside that you can go into, and it looks like this at night. So again, nobody's here. Kind of creepy a little bit. We go to the plaza. Wow, everything looks kind of insane here. So, ooh, maybe they have like a late night pizza game. The Pizzatron? Okay, it's just the classic one. All right, I'm just gonna get myself banned and we'll end this video. Oh, how did I not get banned for that? Okay, well, I guess the moderation has changed quite a bit because I didn't get banned for using some pretty bad words right there. Okay, so as it turns out, that review is true and I am the reason for it. So people like me are the reason the server's getting raunchy. I guess sometimes if you don't see the problem, you're the problem. So even though you could access Club Penguin servers 24/7, I wouldn't put them on after hours. All right, guys, a lot of fun going to these 24-hour stores and visiting them after midnight. Most of them were honestly a really positive experience, so I might end up going to a lot of these places at night. Probably not though, because I really enjoy my sleep. But anyways, guys, thank you so much for watching. And if you want to see more content, make sure to click here, click here. Otherwise, subscribe on your way out, and I'll see you next time. Peace.